already? Okay, I was just on the Maple Street Aquatics live stream, and I was just watching. They're just finishing their live stream, so I was waiting till they're done because their fish are pretty bloody awesome. So I always watch that if I have time. Um, so I'm going to sleep. We'll check. Oh, nice. Hello, Deb Moy. What's going on, Leo? What's going on, Ozzy? Anster. Um, if he knew Weiss was coming over, he could have cleaned a bit. They told me not to clean, okay? They told me to keep it dirty. It's much dirtier right now. That's why I said earlier. If anybody want to come and clean it, they can. But, but yeah. What's going on, Steven? Boondock Threads. What's going on, Nonstop Aquatics? Who else is here? Christopher Arnaz. What's up, what's up, what's up? My channel members. Longfin Lagoon, what's up? Very nice. Yeah, he was pretty cool. I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna make fun of some of the things, just in like fun banter and stuff. But at the same time, I'm pretty grateful he did that because it pushed the video up pretty badly. Like it was already at like 600 some thousand, like the Vice video, and the minute his video came out, it jumped like 100,000. Like it was crazy, and I got like 600 subscribers, like within like 6 hours. It was crazy. My channel was like blowing up as soon as his video came up. So I'm pretty grateful for that. And but yeah, like there was a point he was making in the video. He actually searched his thing to see if I was actually had commented in his videos. I actually do watch his videos. I like them and stuff, but I rarely comment on that stuff. But he probably was waiting to see if if I was like had commented to say, yeah, like this guy watches my videos, he's a smart individual, he understands investing and stuff. But I do, just not like like I'm not in like understanding like stock market like he does or anything like that. I'm not gonna say that, but you know what I mean. Like I do have a basic understanding of certain things. So it was fun to see him looking for me in his comment section. He might actually find comments from me if he looked from my other account, from my personal account, which is Malik King. So that was funny. And then also the kitchen thing. Listen, I'm a bachelor. I live alone. My kitchen is not used for cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. Like I mean, I use the kitchen faucet to sometimes take water or wash my plate. But once in a while I feel like cooking, I cook. But the rest of the time I don't, so like it's more used for like storage and stuff like that. And like if I'm busy, like I'm not thinking about that type of stuff. And Weiss told me straight up, like they want to come on a weekday to record. And I said, bro, I'm working. This is like just started working back after the pandemic. So it was like, I wasn't going to clean up. Like, you want to clean up, pay me. They didn't pay me for this. I was at work. I had to come home, clean tanks, get everything ready. Like, come on, dude. You kidding me? Clean what? You want to clean it? Send a maid. I couldn't even, honestly, here's another thing. I have a person. I used to have a person. I don't know if she's going to do it anymore because this is like a hot topic now, right? People feel weird about hot topics, But I had a friend of mine. She has a cleaning company, and she used to come over every 2 weeks, type of deal. Tidy up the house, the kitchen, the bathrooms, type of deal. And then her deal was the first time was a 4-hour thing. I had to pay her the whole 4 hours. She would come and clean and make it look nice. And then every two weeks she'll come and spend like 2 hours, whatever. But because of pandemic restrictions and me being at home, not having a paycheck, I figured that was an unnecessary expense and a risk for both of us. So we kind of didn't do that, So I'm kind of stuck now. I think I'm gonna need to like figure that out again, because I'm back to work. What's going on, Fox Games? But yeah, it was hilarious, everybody's focusing in my kitchen. Like, this is like the same thing I used to do with my mom. Like, are you guys kidding me? I have all this going on, and all you can focus is on the dirty kitchen? Get the hell out of here. What's going on, C. Taylor? First timers. Okay, let me try to catch up on the chat. Maple. Yeah, you know what? I was there just now. And I was watching your video. I was waiting till you finish. Steven Metalhead, what's up, what's up? Soldier Bunny, Soldier Bunny. Okay, hello. Yes, money. Oh my god, my friends used to call me that when we were young. Because, Like that's what I used to do. Like I would figure out ways to make money. Like so we'd just be sitting there like trying to buy beer and stuff. Everybody's like, how do we get money to buy beer? Like I come up with a plan, we'll do this, we'll do that, whatever, and we'll like it'll take like a day and a half to get through, but at the end of it, we'll have money to buy beer. We were kids and stuff. Hi Katie, what's going on, Leah? Bro, I'm telling you, Maple Street Aquatics has some nice fish. Like the guy has, I was just look at the last bit of the video right before they finish. I was watching the whole thing. I hate commenting because then I don't want to how do you call it? Hijack the chat. Now it's worse than before. Like before it was like I felt bad. Now I feel really bad because everybody's just talking to me at some points, and I'm like, nah, dudes, it's like, like my chat's out right now. But yeah, he has like a little, I think it's called a pickerel. It's like that big, okay? It's like a pike. It's like a mini pike. It's like a baby pike, Like it would be like seriously, like if you would call it a dwarf pike, this was it. It's crazy, I love that thing. and the other ones, I forgot what they're called, but the ones we were commenting on. They sit on the ground and they look like marine fish. Crazy, like North America has some nice fish. Yeah, I'm not into eating fish anymore because most of the fish we eat come from the wild, and it kind of sucks. I don't want to eat deer and stuff from the wild. Like if we went to the forest and just harvested all the deer with the net and just killed them and ate them, that would be bad, right? So that's the same reason why I don't want to eat. I love eating fish, I'm not gonna lie. I totally do. It tastes great. At some point when I can grow my own fish, like I would be able to grow chicken, I would eat fish again. Until that point, I probably wouldn't, because I can't trust the farming industry to grow me healthy fish to eat. Because I grow fish and I know what goes into it. So here's the thing. I honestly, I watched this guy's videos before, right? Like I knew who he was, but like I think I'm subscribed to his channel from my personal account. But with this account, this is something I've started using, once I started uploading more videos, more reactions. Now this is the one I use more, but I don't really comment a lot on this. I don't have time a lot of times, and when I do, I'm always just watching the video, hit the like, good, whatever. He's a big channel, so I hit the like, he's getting all the support he needs from me, you know what I mean? And he does have good videos, so but when people were commenting on my channel yesterday night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm responding to comments, right? And I'm getting these comments saying, yo, Graham Stevens sent us, Graham sent us, and all these comments got 10 likes, 12 likes, whatever. And I'm like, who the hell is this Graham Stevens guy? You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I need to figure this out. But I'm kind of in the zone. I'm finally having a day where I can answer all these questions. I'm in the right mindset. I have time. It's 3 in the morning now, and I'm typing away. I'm answering everybody personally. Y'all probably got personal responses yesterday. Everybody's like, oh, this guy. Yo, when I have time, I'll get back to everybody. Katie got back to everybody's emails, okay? I'm not even joking. Members and subscribers. Random people too. You know what I mean? So this is the thing, I want to connect. I'm not trying to be sitting here yo, whatever. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, connecting, whatever, doing my thing. What's going on, US Caper? Fanatic Alice. Nice, welcome. What's going on, Craig? So I'm doing my thing, right? And I'm thinking, who is this Graham guy? I'm like, who is this? So finally, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, I finished responding to all the comments, okay? In my channel, not on any other videos. And then I searched Graham Stevens. And then I went to his channel, there was no videos about me. I'm like, yo, what the hell, who is this? Whatever. And then I'm like, oh, he does have another channel. So I clicked, so I went to his other channel, which is Graham Stevens Show. So then I see him with my picture and stuff. And here's another thing you gotta see, right? The whole point of it is that if he makes his video about making fun of my video, or about not even my video, about Weiss TV's video, because remember, Weiss owns the right to that video, not me. All the footage, I've given them explicit rights to all the pictures and everything. So if Graham Stevens is using clips out of that video, which he does, he's gonna get sued for copyright infringement. YouTube would send him an email today, right? Oh, the only way he can get away from that, from escape from not getting that email, is by making fun of the video. That's why he does it in the beginning. So that's great. So he does this thing for like about 5 minutes. He's like making fun of my kitchen. Great. That's what the wise people even told me. They said, yo, keep the kitchen. They even told me not to clean up this part. I'm like, yo, like I want to look decent, you know. I don't want to look like, you know what I mean? People be like, yo, it's kind of like, you know, I should be on the Hoarders instead of like, you know, Wise TV. You know what I mean? You know, so but they said no, it's all good, you know, do it like that. So that's kind of like, you know, how it works. So so he did that, and I was like, yo, you know, whatever. And I'm not mad at it, you know what I mean? Y'all make fun of it, I'm gonna make fun of it. You want to come clean my kitchen? He a millionaire, he want to hire somebody to come clean my kitchen? Send them. I'll get the outfit, you know, whatever made outfit he wants, or they want, she wants, you know, whatever they want to be called wants, you know what I mean? He, she, we, she, you know, what is it called now? I don't know. I don't even know what the PC word is, you know, I'm not trying to be, but I'm not saying I'm not PC, but I don't know what it is, you know, so, but yeah, whatever, and we'll get the outfit, come clean my kitchen, you know what I mean? It's all good here. Plus I got a haircut at work, trying to clean me up. I was one of the king's guests, yeah, 2 days ago, you know. My friend calls it decoration. He's like, yo, when the king comes, when the prince comes through, everybody gotta bow. I'm like, I am bound to no. I said, I don't bow to no man. You know, all the girls in the room started laughing, and the prince felt awkward. So he did not look at me the whole time. It was hilarious, yo. Oh my god. Where's the maid? Well, let's not make fun of that too much, because I do have a friend who does help me with the cleaning, and I wanted her to come back, so let's not make fun of it too much. But I'm gonna make fun of Graham Steven about what he was talking about, so he doesn't sue me for using his picture on my video right now. You know what I mean? It's all the same thing. Clean to the tanks. Oh, Shade Aquatics Breeder says you should see my kitchen. What's going on, Audra? What's going on, another save? Soldier Bunny's laughing. Dave Friend. What's going on, buddy? Dave Farrell. My fish tank AQ. Guys, I'm just having fun, okay? I love that when he did that, though. I'm really grateful. Even with Wise, they did a good job. You know what I mean? They didn't make me look bad. I asked them, I said, bro, please don't make me look bad, because my mom's gonna watch this. I wanted to look nice, you know? And they did good. They did good. What y'all think? Y'all think they did good? I think Graham Stevens did a good job. You know, aside from me making fun of my kitchen. If honestly, you got so much money, rent me a better apartment. He's like, yo, I feel uncomfortable on the second floor. Bro, I've been here 10 years. The guy downstairs loves me, he calls me son and stuff, and I never had a leak, nothing. You know what I mean? This apartment had the roof leaking. I got that fixed. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, I'm not one of those delinquents. You know what I mean? It's a semi-commercial unit also. And like, my systems don't have pipes coming out of it and none of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, all these concerns he had. Like, you want to be my landlord? Rent me an apartment. You probably got apartments in Toronto that you can rent me. Or like a warehouse space. Like, yeah, let's talk business, bro. This guy got millions of dollars trying to make fun of my kitchen and shit. Fuck off. You know? Send me a maid. If you're that concerned, he's like, I got OCD. Like, I got OCD too, but I also don't, I got time to do things, and I got so much things to do with my time. Nah, it's much dirtier now. I cleaned up for Wise TV. That's the cleaned up version y'all saw, okay? I live by myself. I'm not saying I'm a dirty person, but like, yo, like, I'm a functional human being, you know, I'm a realist. I'm not trying to sit there and be like, yo, I'm not trying to show off to anybody, you know what I mean? If you're happy with what's there, good. You want it to look better, clean it. If you don't want it to look better, I'm happy with it, you know what I mean? When I feel like I need to clean it, I clean it. I'm not. Dude, come on, guys. I'm just making fun of things, you know? It's just funny. Like, this is the thing, okay? Satire is good because when you make fun of things, there's no copyright infringement. Right now, I'm using his picture. There's 63 people watching right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are watching because I'm making a reaction video, right? So it's about like keep saving my ass too, you know. If I don't make fun of that whatever that situation is, then this is not satire, you know. This is now serious, and I'm making fun of it just like he had to do that too. We all do that. It's all good. You know what I mean? People, like, this is not serious life, you know. I'm not gonna take anything that happens here seriously. You know, you gotta think about it. Like, fish keeping in the first place is a hobby to kind of to be happy, you know, to be relieve stress and chill, and you know, and dude's a fish keeper too. Like, straight up, I bet you money he probably watched my video and liked some of my videos at the past, or probably now, because he has fish. He was going goo on the glowfish, and I'm like, bro, that's some kid fish. These guys were like, everybody went goo on the glowfish, even the white people. I'm telling you, I'm sitting there showing him the Super Pleco tank. I'm trying to get him to film the baby Super Plecos for like 20 minutes, and the guy was filming the glowfish, and I'm like, bro, come on, that's some kid fish. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, it's just, you know. But this happens to me all the time. Like, so I have Christmas parties, right? Like, so 2 years ago, before the pandemic, I had a Christmas party. Okay, I had about 50 people up in here. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, all my friends from work, you know, all these like famous like people all up in here, like hanging out, looking at my fish and stuff, right? They all come in my room. And so, like, I brought them in groups, you know, like in this part of the house. So I have a back deck. I have another room which was cleaned up with chairs and everything. The deck had chairs. It was nice. It was December. So, like, you know, it was about, yeah, I don't know, 5 degrees Celsius. So it was nice outside, you know, whatever. So we had a Christmas party, and all these people came in, right? So I was like bringing them 5 at a time kind of deal, showing my tanks, you know what I mean? Because they all want to see it, right? Because I see Instagram pictures of my tank. This is before YouTube, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there showing them tanks up here, like, so they'll come in and they'll see like the zebra pleco tank, for example. And I'm talking like, this is a bloody endangered fish. This shit you should be seeing on Discovery Channel, like not on somebody's living room, you know what I mean? Especially somebody that's just like, you know, like, I'm a private person, like I'm not connected to any governments, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't even like the government. You know what I mean? I vote for them and I don't even like them. 90% of the time I'm like, yo, I voted for them, but I won't agree with it. You know what I mean? Whatever they're doing, because it's just the best option out of the 5. You know what I mean? Like there's usually 2 options that have a chance, and then out of those 2, I kind of pick the best for the country. You know what I mean? So most of the time I'm complaining about the person I picked. You know? Like, I'm a centrist. I'm not into any of that. Like, I'm this party and I support everything you do, even if it is something. Like, yo, if you're doing something stupid, I'm gonna say, yo, I don't support that. Bye bye. No, not doing it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, coming back to the point, I have these people come in and I have these expensive ass fish, and they see these little guppies like in the tank, like, I mean, endless live bears that I didn't even pay a lot of money for. I probably didn't even pay any money. I got it from Placo Fever. They're like, oh, these are so pretty. Look at them. They're all going crazy about the little endless live bears. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't see the nice, beautiful black and white contrast, gorgeous looking fish that's swimming about in the bottom? They're like, what, the Placo? And I'm like, yeah, the Placo. And I'm like, look, there's a few of them. There's quite a few of them, actually. There's like 15 or 16 of them, like, sitting in the tank. And these motherfuckers just sitting there like, no, but I really like this colorful one. Like, come on, fam. That's what you're into? Like, I should make a video about that. Non-fish keepers reacting to my fish. Like, seriously. And the tetras, they go crazy with the tetras, and I'm like, yo, those things are like, you know, like $1, $2 when you're buying a couple of hundred. And I spent $300 and bought one tetra, and I spent $3,000 and bought these fish. And you're not interested in them? Like, okay. But yeah, same thing happened with these guys. I'm literally showing them like the Placos, and they're like, no, but what about these guys? And they're filming the shrimp and the angelfish. And I'm like, dudes. Like, literally, the glowfish was ahead though. everybody loved the glowfish. So like I'm thinking I should make an entire tank of glowfish, and I'll probably get like 100,000 subscribers. I should probably make a video about that. You guys think that's a good idea? An entire glowfish tank, like get like 100 of them from Kim. Say, yo Kim, I'm gonna buy like 100, like give me a good price, you know what I mean, and get like 100 and make an entire tank of glowfish. Like just as I said glowfish, I went up like 10 new like viewers. It's hilarious. Glowfish are the thing, I guess, you know what I mean. What's going on, S? Crispy, what's going on Gucci? I'm just having a good time, bros. Like, yo, honestly, this is so funny. Like, Leo's like, Aqua Malik, frozen mussels good for the 134s. Any hype ancestors? Okay, so here's the thing about frozen mussels. Let's get serious, okay? So that's a serious question. And I'm gonna read the serious questions now because there's requests for that, okay? So this is an educational channel at the end of the day. So as much as I make jokes, we are gonna answer questions. What's going on, Aussie? What's going on, Playco Fever? So with mussels, the consensus is it's good for your Hypencestrus type fish. It's also good for your Pseudocanthicus, Acanthicus, even your Rhinoloricaria, Pecoltias are also gonna eat it. But you want to remove the fibrous material. You know, like the lip, there's a bit of gray colored fibers attached to the lip. You want to cut that entire part off because that can get stuck in their mouths, in their digestive tract, and all that type of stuff. So you don't want that. So you really want to get rid of that. But once you remove that, chop it up finely and then throw it in the tank, they can eat it. As long as it's like finely chopped for smaller fish, because you know they need to have the ability to like take parts out of it. And if it's not chopped up, they need to wait till it like kind of decomposes a little bit, which kind of can cause like gas and indigestion and other types of things. So you don't want that. So you really want to take that fibrous part out. You know. Coming back to the jokes now, unless somebody else has questions. Ooh, oh, we have a new member, US Caper. Welcome to Advanced Fish and Playco Copy. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Please email Katie. Add her email and let her know you just became a member because I need to have you guys all set up, sorted out. So we've been trying to figure out the logistics of everything, and because I want to appreciate my members. Obviously, I'm paying for everything, so we're gonna have to figure that out. We'll probably give you guys some type of a gift certificate or you know whatever, depending on the level of membership on the channel, and also the Fish and Playco breeder level members that have all the perks and stuff. You know, they're gonna get like new perks which she's gonna email them. So you know. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. What's going on, Fish Easy? What's going on, Orlando? Not suspended anymore. What's going on, Problem Aquatics? Hello from Toronto. And hello to Newfoundland. Hello to all over the world. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's having a great Friday. I know I was like all about myself for like the last 20 minutes. But I had kind of like to get all that out of my chest. Because, you know, everybody's like, yo, even my mom. And I'm like, yo, like I understand my mom. You know, my mom's on my case. She never sees anything good that I'm doing. All she sees is the negatives, you know what I mean? Oh, my kitchen's dirty. Oh, I'm not married, you know what I mean? But I'm like, Mom, but I'm dating like several women every year. Like, it's just when they see my fish food, they usually kind of get spooked off, you know what I mean? So I kind of have to put that out there ahead of time. And then sometimes that kind of like, you know, backfire. Sometimes it works out pretty well, actually. But then I attract the crazies that way too, because they're like, you know what I mean? Crazy seems to attract crazy, so I'm not saying I'm all good. but yeah, let's catch up on the chat. Oh my God, the fireworks. You know what? My dog is actually pretty good with fireworks. I'm pretty grateful for that. She does not, like, she barks when she hears fireworks, but she doesn't go crazy about it. Like, she just doesn't like the noise. But like, you know, when we go to the shooting range or something like that, she sits there and she's totally fine with, like, I mean, she's not sitting in the range, but she can hear the noise. She doesn't freak out. She knows exactly what's going on and she's fine. But like with fireworks, it's almost like a panic thing because it's happening outside and we're not the ones doing it. You know what I mean? So she doesn't like that because other people are making noise and it's out of the norm. And usually happening at night, so she's just like reacting to it. But yeah, like I feel bad for most of the other dogs, you know? yeah, it's so messed up. We should not allow that. I feel like, we should. No, I mean, fireworks are great. I'm not against fireworks. I love fireworks. Even gun ranges are great. You know what I mean? I'm not against anything like that. Like I'm a negative space when it comes to these things. I don't have opinions whether towards or against it things. You know what I mean? I enjoy things. I like fireworks. I like guns also. I have a gun license. You know what I mean? So like I'm not against things, but at the same time, we need to have regulations for these things. For example, fireworks should be at a specific event or a place. So if you want to have fireworks, you go to a park that is designated for that particular thing. You know what I mean? Not just like in the random public house neighborhoods. Like, I live in a residential neighborhood. Like, I mean, I'm not in a residential house. I'm above a store, but the rest of my neighborhood is residential. Like, there's old people, old ladies living there. You don't want them to have heart attacks. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. Like, and it's just an inconvenience to the people that are not celebrating whatever it is that they are celebrating at the time. I mean, think about the veterans, for example, that have PTSD. You know what I mean? I personally don't have that issue, because I personally like guns and stuff, so I'm pretty desensitized to a lot of things like that, when it comes down to it. But like, there's people that I know personally that have PTSD that cannot deal with fireworks. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about that. I don't know. That's just my opinion on that, and I don't generally like to say my opinions on it, but we should have a specifically designated area for that. Just like we have designated area for, for us to go, practice our firearms. Same deal. You know what I mean? People have to get a permit, go to the, depot or the government, get the permit, go pick up your fireworks at the hardware store, wherever you get them from, go to the designated location, blow them up as your heart's content. You know what I mean? But don't do it in a residential neighborhood. I don't know. That's just, yeah, sorry. Sorry about the rant. Back to fish. I know Fish Easy said he was setting up tanks. Yeah, to consume do more practical. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about now? Are you trying to convince me to do something practical with my 5 gallons? I don't have 5 gallons. I do have 5 gallons actually. I have 5.5. I have a couple of them. Uh, you know what? It's good to have a partner, a spouse, a husband, that is cool with whatever obsession you have, whether it be collecting stamps or cars, or whatever. Eventually, I'm probably gonna have a few cars myself, and whoever I'm gonna date is gonna have to accept that I'm gonna drive a gasoline car, for the rest of my life, because not that I'm against electric cars, but I like gas cars, and me driving a gas car is not gonna destroy the planet any more than Jeff Bezos going to space 3 times a year in his hot rocket. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even drive that much. I put like 1,000, 2,000 kilometers a year on my cars collectively. If I had 3 cars, that would be like 500 kilometers on whatever car it is that I'm running. So yeah, like, I mean, think about the reality of it is me driving right now is not like I could drive a million lifetimes in my car or many cars as much as Jeff Bezos puts out once in his rocket, right? What's going on, B-Boy Graphics? I love you guys, yo. Problem Aquatics loves the bot. Yeah, send me a message on Facebook. You're in Canada, and I can ship to you through Reptile Runner and Reptile Express. So you pick the one you want. I like Reptile Runner because they're my friend's company, and so I can go put the fish at their facility, and they'll pack them for me and make them a little pretty and put my little packaging and everything and send it over, so it's nice. But Reptile Express also, I've had really good experiences so far, so great. Check prices between both. My zip code, I can send it to you through Facebook, so you can figure out the price. What's going on, Choi Brennan? Brendan. Okay, sorry. How are you? Where can I buy your fish? Through me. Oh, good. What's your name on Facebook? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I get a lot of messages, and oh my God, man, Josh is crazy. I love you guys. Uh, you look- You know what though? Real truth though. Like Lady Metalhead is super chill. I like her also. She's a super chill person. And it's you gotta appreciate the women and the men and the people, even the children, I would say, and even the pets. Because my dog, for example, like this dog does not act out in this room. She knows she cannot because there's too many tanks and she's too big for that shit. I don't want her bouncing off a tank and breaking one of my tanks. She does not allowed to do that. You want to see her right now? Look. See? Very good dog. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to appreciate the beings that are blessed in our lives. You know, like especially like for a lot of people, their spouses that are okay with them keeping their aquarium rooms. Like like I mean, that's a super chill thing, right? So and then on top of that, the ones that feed their addiction by being a part of it, the accomplice spouses, those ones are the best. What's going on, Sandy? You made it today. Live feeding ASMR. How's Zebra Playcos? How's the Zebra Playcos? We take a look. Yes, in a bit. They spawned. And my 201 spawned, which is crazy because I didn't do anything. And it's crazy because Thomas, who lives in Belgium, his 201 spawned. And also Aquapol, who lives in Poland, his Super Playco spawned. So this morning, I FaceTimed Thomas this morning at like 9 o'clock when I was done responding to all of you guys' comments on my YouTube page. And I was all wired and stuff and a little drunk. And so Thomas and Paul were sitting in the car driving to a pet store. So, the two of them, they're friends. They live in two different countries but close by to each other, like 5 minutes away, in both sides of the border. So Paul and Thomas were like, yeah, good news this week. Both of our L201 spawn. And we were just kind of thinking it had something to do with the time of the year maybe. And I'm like, dude, my 201 spawn, I didn't even do anything. I didn't do no water changes. I didn't put no resin, none of that. And there's a bunch of eggs in there, right? Like, so honestly, the Wi-Fi is not great there, so I can't really take you there right now. Because I'm not going to risk it because it's working right now and everything is good. But, I will update on that soon. So that was crazy, it happened at the exact same date almost, which is crazy. What's going on, T and Aqua? US Scaper, yeah, he's a member, so he messaged Boondocks Fed, so we're going to have to put him on the color-coded chart. She's doing everything, okay? She's amazing. Thank you so much to Katie. I know, mine just like started going crazy. In that tank, the 260s are starting to go crazy. It's so surprising though. The 471s have not yet, and the 199s might be starting to. But the Zeb spawned, I have a clutch, and then there was another trapping, which that idiot came out to eat, and she left the cave. So I don't know. He's just like, Dad, are you gonna feed me? He just came outside. Like I'm like, bro, what you doing, bro? I'm not gonna feed you today now. He's like, not even breeding. I'm like, no food for you today. Oh my god, I'm hungry. What's on for dinner, Dea? Enjoy, bon appetit. We are partially French in Canada, so I do not speak French, unfortunately. I failed French, okay? 73 bloody likes. Wow, y'all kicking ass today. Oh my god, what happened? How did this happen? Thank you, though. Thank you so much. More likes are better. Help the algorithm. 134s, depending on the size, like baby 134s, I'll probably start selling at like 30-40 bucks. Probably cheaper if you try to take them smaller, but I don't like to sell them too small. But I don't have any for sale right now, so it's gonna be the next few months. They are trapping. I can see them right now. Like I'm looking through the tanks, like a little gap there, and I'm like, sneak through, and I can see a male. It's been in that cave for like the last few weeks now, even not coming out to eat. Initially, I thought he had eggs. So finally, I got my ass in there and did one of those like crouching tiger, hidden dragon moves, and looked in there without disturbing. Oh, he's waving his tail. I know he didn't have eggs yesterday because I checked last night. But so tomorrow I might I need to break that tag down and move it. So like, I'm figuring out where to move them before I do that, and then I can move them back. I don't like to move fish while I have the tank, not set up. You know what I mean? I don't want to have them in the bucket for a day or night. It's not happy. So what's going on, everyone? Bernie Howard. Howard. Hello, Bernie Howard. How are you? Um, just guppies and plankers. Yes, I love guppies and plankers. You don't need a. I mean, you need to. Okay, in Ontario, it's really easy to register a business. Ontario is one of those like our slogan right now. Thanks to our idiot in charge is welcome to Ontario, open for business. That's literally what it says when you drive into our province right now. So it's really easy to register a business. It's like $60, I think, to register a sole proprietorship, and then you can sell either online or through retail. You don't even have to collect taxes for the first 30,000, which is where I was until like last year, even this year, because I'm not breaking 30,000 because I mean I only had a half a year to actually sell fish. For a half a year, we're still in lockdown. So, but next year. I mean, I'm charging HST now because I have HST number, but technically I don't have to if I didn't have that HST number, you know what I mean? So it's really easy. But depending on the state you're in, or province or country, you might have to register a business for that. And depending on their own tax legislations, you might have to pay certain taxes at the end of the year, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the reality of it. Yes, 78 likes. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yes, so if you're making in Ontario, if you're making over 30,000, I believe, in total sales, you have to start collecting HST. I have a HST number, so I usually do charge HST. Especially, mostly I only sell wholesale to stores. Like you guys could probably see there's less fish in here right now. I sold about 150 fish to pet stores, so I charge HST for that. And then I have to remit that to the government minus whatever HST I spent. So that's not how it works with me, but it will be different for each of you guys depending on where you are in the world or even in the country, because each province in our country, as well as each U.S. state, which is a lot of you guys from, will have its own tax laws, and you would have to look into registering your business based on that tax laws, and according to that tax laws, you operate your business. The next thing you want to look into is registering a business in a different state. You can do that. For me, for example, I can register a business in the U.S. or in Canada. For taxes, should probably eventually register a business in the U.S., but that would mean I would have to pay more taxes, because if I register a business in the U.S., my income from YouTube would be taxed. Right now, I'm not paying a lot of taxes on that income because it's considered foreign revenue in Canada. You know what I mean? Because this is a foreign company, YouTube, right? So when you guys, donate money for super chats and stuff, I don't pay taxes on that money, which is good. YouTube takes their cut, but beyond that, they do probably charge a small tax, whatever, because they have tax credits and stuff. So like all that stuff is, they do all that. I don't have to worry about that. And because my business is registered here in Ontario, when I go to my accountant, he doesn't consider that as anything. He's like, oh yeah, it's all good, whatever. And he does his thing. I don't know exactly what he does. He da-da-da-da. Mwah, mwah. I pay him his money, and mwah, mwah, we're good, We're good. Government says mwah, mwah to me, and I'm good. Very good. What's going on, Josh? You know what? I still haven't gotten to collect them. I did drive by there today, and I was feeling really shitty because I haven't talked to them either. So I need to probably do that tomorrow. But I have a million things to do tomorrow, so I do have help. I think I had a noise. I don't know if I locked my door. I don't lock my door sometimes, eh? I'm a straight up Canadian like that. I forget to lock my door. I've been doing locking my door more often now, but generally speaking, I don't. I mean, I live by myself with a big ass dog. You know what I mean? And I don't need to worry about locking my door. Like, trust me, it's not that kind of life. You know what I mean? I live in a nice neighborhood, and yeah, everything is good. Like, if anybody wants to come in here, we can handle it at that point. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. But yeah, we need to fix that. We need to fix that Oak Cliff situation tomorrow. So yeah, you know what? I need to get that cleaning lady. So let's not make too much jokes about her, because I'm gonna have to get on my knees and beg her to come and clean my house if we make too many jokes about it, especially anything raunchy. So no raunchy jokes about the cleaning lady because she is too awesome for that, and she is one of my friends, and she lives in the neighborhood, and I think she, you know what she does? She's a painter. Like that's the thing. She's amazing painter. Okay, so here's the story though. Like she's a really amazing painter, and she doesn't want to have a 9 to 5 because she's focusing a lot of her time on painting. So like, getting $30 an hour to tidy up my house, my kitchen and stuff is not a big deal. You know what I mean? And I'm not like a dirty person. It's usually like recycling, put it in the bag, which I usually do if I have her coming. I kind of tidy up before she comes because I feel bad. I don't want her to feel like, oh, this guy's a slob. You know what I mean? She's a cute young woman too. You know what I mean? Like so I tidy up a little before she comes and stuff. And my washroom too, I kind of clean the bowl and stuff, and everything else is looking nice when she comes over. So she doesn't have much to do, really, for like $60 for the 2 hours, you know. And that's another thing too, eh? Because of the pandemic, I haven't been able to have people over, like female visitors especially, which I usually do before. And now, like, I mean, I'm kind of slowly getting back into life. So when that type of things happen, the house gets definitely cleaned up before that happens, because I don't want them to judge me when they walk in here, you know what I mean? And then, potentially look at it, be like, okay, I gotta put up with this fish and clean the bloody house now, right? So I'm okay when that happens, but lately, before, like when the vice thing was happening, we just came out of lockdown. I wasn't having nobody in here. I wasn't trying to catch no COVID. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? I was still scared for that, like, so I was kind of like, so it was kind of like that in between that. So it was kind of like not a necessity. No, she charges only $60 for 2 hours, and she cute as hell too, So like I think I should convince her to come and do it again. Rudy Boy X19915. What's up, champ? Blessings to you, bro. Welcome everyone. There's 56 of you guys watching me rant and talk shit. Seriously, like that's amazing. I know Katie told me Friday should be fun, so let's have fun. You know what? Let me have a drink with you guys. My dog's like, what the hell? Cheers. I forgot where my mug is. It's inside that sink somewhere. Like that pile of stuff that Steven was making fun about that he wanted to come and clean. He was like having OCD about looking at my kitchen. I was like, yo, come clean it, bro. Send somebody. Let's have a drink to that. And seriously though, thank you to Graham Steven for doing the video because he sent me a bunch of subscribers. So on a real note, all jokes aside, I'm pretty grateful he made that video because it pushed a bunch of viewers from his channel directly and through Vice, because the Vice video got a bunch of views. That thing's going viral too, so it's crazy. You know what I mean? Thank you. So I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat because I don't want to leave you guys like 83 likes. I know, right? Redondo Beach, nice. I know it's like 5,000 new subscribers, and I'm like, whoa, like that's insane. I know, right? Well, I mean, seriously though, there's a lot of you guys putting in the hard work. I mean, there's people putting in more work than me, so I'm gonna try to highlight some of these channels. Afnika wanted to do a collab video, so I said, yo, let's do a live stream at least, and definitely want to do something with keeping fish simple soon again, because he's been having some difficulties with his fry. I want to, like, because a lot of times those fry, like, I'm really good with those little baby fish, and like I have tricks like I want to show him, so like I'm gonna call him and talk to him about that, maybe even do a live stream, maybe, because the subscribers would find that useful, because a lot of you guys can breed these animals now, when you're following him and stuff. He has really good videos, so like I'm definitely gonna do some work with him, you know what I mean, like Father Fish. I want to do videos with him, hopefully, because like he has great content, so like putting in work, everybody, like kudos, like, and all you guys, even what's her name, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank now. Leia has the crazy channel, so she's putting in the work. Like I want, like highlight her channel. I think I did on the last video I did about it. freshwater theology. Me and her always don't agree, which is a good thing. That's what science should be about. We shouldn't always be agreeing. I shouldn't always say, okay, you're right, when I can actually clearly see that something else is going on. I'm going to say, no, you're not right. That makes no sense. I'm seeing different here. You know what I mean? I know it was. I loved it. I was loving it. I was like, okay, so this is the whole thing. I'm sitting there. I don't know. I talked about it earlier too. So I responded to a bunch of videos this morning, and finally I finished it, and it was like 8 in the morning. I was super tired. I go on it, and I look for this guy. I find the video. I'm watching it. I'm drunk. I'm happy, and I'm watching it. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, this guy has like 3.5 million subscribers, and like he thought it was worth it to review my video. And the thing is, his video is about the thing. I watch his channel, eh? I love his channel. That's the thing. I actually watch his channel. He's like, oh, he was looking for it, and he's like, oh, he didn't actually do it. I'm like, yo, like, obviously not from this channel. No, I commented with my other channel before, and whatever. But the point is, his channel is about financial advice. You know what I mean? So good. He reviews good and bad financial investments. So in his eyes, he gave it an honest review because I watched his video. So I mean, he didn't do me any special favors. He gave it an honest review and said, as crazy as it is, this is a good investment. You know what I mean? Like, and we need people like him, like me and you guys potentially, to do more stuff like this, so we can actually conserve some of the biodiversity and also relieve some of the pressure from the natural environments, which is great. So I love that. That was amazing, and I'm really grateful for that. You know what I mean? But I'm still gonna talk shit because he talks shit about my kitchen. No, I'm just joking. You know what I mean? But this is fun, like, and it was great because that really made it more human. Like, I'm not a god. I'm a person too. I have 24 hours a day. Like, I have people messaging me and asking me, how do I have time to do everything that I do? You know how? Not cleaning your bloody kitchen. That's how I have time. You know. Orlando Pokis in Moncton, New Brunswick. Represent. Canada's representing hard right now. I love it. Because before it was like 70%. I was feeling sad because it was like 30% Americans, which I love. I love Americans. I love America. I think America is probably the greatest country in the world. If you guys can get your politicians to play ball with the common people, it'll probably be a better situation. Canada is beating you right now in that context because Canada's the better country than America. You know what I mean? We're like the more progressive Americans, when you come to North America. But just playful banter, But I love America, you know what I mean? And all my American subscribers. But I want to see more Canadian subscribers, and we're like at 7% below Australia actually. Right before, like, I don't know, I haven't checked in the last couple of days. Which I was like, yeah, we need to kind of boost that up, guys. I didn't see the guy's reaction. You should watch it. It's pretty cool. It's on the Graham Stevens show. My eye's itching. I don't think it's pink eye because I haven't been, sticking my face in places that I shouldn't. But it is itchy as hell. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I think I touched brine shrimp when I touched my eye. I'm allergic to brine shrimp. It's itchy as hell. God. My god. Oh my god. Okay. You guys can laugh at that. It's funny. It's okay. It's okay. I'm an idiot. Sometimes we are, It's okay. And nobody's perfect, Not Vice TV, not me, not my kitchen, definitely. You know what? The reason for that is because there's more demand for angelfish. If I could produce, let's say, 3,000 zebra plecos at this point, yes, there would be more money in it because there's so much more demand. But very soon I can saturate that market, right? I am increasing my production, There's people that are producing a lot of zebra plecos in the world, and then they have to sell their zebra plecos for a lot cheaper than I get for one fish. Because I cater to the people that really want the best fish, that don't care, if I charge them 10, 20 bucks more per fish, because I'm giving them the best fish. I'm giving them a whole clutch or 2, 3 separate clutches if they're small clutches in a group, and I keep them separately so they get like a good genetic diversity. It's a good breeding group. You know what I mean? They pay 1,500 bucks for like 10 fish. They're very happy. You know what I mean? And they get a good breeding group. So I'm happy with that. With angelfish, it's a big seller. Pet stores will buy large amounts of this stuff. I can go to Lady Kim with like 200, 300 angelfish, and she'll buy all 300. I sold 36 of these guys to another store a few days back, and they called me today and they want more. You know what I mean? These guys, I'm gonna select the nicest ones, and they're going to Montreal. And the rest of them, I'm gonna sell to the store, which really like the ones that I sent them last time. So they're very happy with it, and they sold out already within a couple of days, right? So it's a bigger seller, and volume sales. My dad taught me this. So my dad used to do import-export, right? It's so funny because I asked him the same question, because he used to import these South Asian fruits and vegetables at one point to Canada, okay? So, and to other places in the world, but mainly to Canada because he was living here at the time. And so he'll bring this entire container full of like South Asian fruits, and these things sell for like a couple of bucks each. The markups on his profit, and because he's wholesaling them to these stores, like these Asian supermarkets that are all over Toronto, right? And South Asian as well as East Asian, and he's making like 10, 15 cents per item or per bunch or whatever it is, and so I asked him one day, I said, Dad, like, what the hell? Like, why don't you bring expensive stuff? You could bring diamonds, like Sri Lanka has that too, you could bring something that's worth a lot more. Why are you bringing these, inexpensive items and tea and stuff? He goes, volume sales, I bring a crate, a container of vegetables and fruits that are in demand in this country by the South Asian and the East Asian community, and I make 50 cents or 10 cents. He said 5 to 10 cents at the time. He was trying to make it, like really make sense to me, right? Per unit. But I could have 500,000 of these items in that one container times 5 cents or 10 cents. That's quite a bit of money, right? Like, and whatever it worked out to. And then he did the math on his little handheld calculator and showed me this is how much it is per container. That's how much I'm making. And that's where the angelfish are more of a viable option. Like, I mean, Fish Easy might agree with me here if he's on with his blue rams, because he's producing several hundred to 1,000 a month. He's selling them for, wholesale at like $4, $5 each. And and that's the small guys. The bigger guys, obviously more. And if you're selling 1,000 fish at $5 on average, that's a lot of money. Your overhead is quite small there, and it's a quite fast turnaround. They go up every 2-3 months. You can sell them. Aquafinity, yes, we're gonna do a live stream together. Hopefully next weekend, and if you're available on Saturday. I'm so sorry. Like I'm so swamped with things. I even had to call my cousin. See, there you go. That's Michael. Everybody, subscribe to Fish Easy right now. We need to get Fish Easy to 1,000 subscribers ASAP, because he has an amazing channel and he's the expert when it comes to German blue rams. He's really good. Even with the really small fry. I'm sorry, my eye is itching because I touched it after touching some type of brine shrimp type of product, and now I'm having an allergic reaction. It's probably getting red. If it's not, it's probably a mild one, but it's itchy as hell. This one's starting to itch too now. I did not touch this one. Why is this one itchy? But he sold 169 German blue rams. Y'all want to learn how to make money breeding fish? Follow him, because he is making money. This is the thing. This is not about making $1 million. This is not a hobby where you can have a couple of tanks and make $1 million, or you're now Graham Stephen, It's not that type of hobby. There are people that are making that, like Bellin's Farm, for example, probably millionaires. Some other bigger fish farms in, Europe and, Florida, for example, probably millionaires. But the smaller scale, the home breeder, you can make a decent side business out of this. You know what I mean? On the higher end, probably upwards of 100, 200,000. I know people that are making that, you know, from a small home-based, you know, 30, 50 tanks in one room. Their wife is like, just like, that's your room, you're not allowed to do anything else in the rest of the house. They have one tank in the house, and then they make 200,000 euros sometimes from that one room breeding, like L236 for example, or something like that. You know, it's totally doable, you know. So, and Fish Easy is quite a good example to follow because he has a very small space. You know what I mean? And his partner is nice enough to give him that space, so we are grateful to our partners. I mean, I didn't want to, like, the Vice interview also kind of made it look like I'm an asshole, you know what I mean? A little bit there. Um, uh, because I talked about this for like 5 hours, so they cut and pasted different parts of different conversations, you know what I mean? So there's points I was just straight up making jokes, I was just being me, you know what I mean? Like, just sarcastic as, you know, whatever as I can be. And they took pieces out of that here and there, pieces out of my me being emotional about the environment. They didn't talk about the animals going extinct, which I've talked extensively about, you know what I mean? So like there's a lot of parts that were missing. It's out of context, a lot of that stuff. But it was still, they did a great job. I'm not saying no, but you can't, like, even the part where they were showing the Pico tank and saying angelfish, and I'm like, oh, those are L199s. They're like my yellow babies, like, which I've been selling lately. You know, so like, they're not angelfish that are 2 months old. How am I gonna sell a 2-month-old angelfish for $50, you know? So that's my reaction to that. Like, I'm like, oh no. And then Graham Stephen made the same mistake, and I'm like, oh no, this is me like watching that this morning at 8 o'clock. Come on, guys. There's not even an angelfish in the tank. But then I have to understand that a lot of these guys don't know what an angelfish looks like. I show them, you know, like, oh, speaking of, do you guys want to see something cool? So, look at this. They spawned. First timers. So there's eggs there. That's the male. He's very aggressive. That's the female. This is the rest of the angels. Everybody's doing okay. I am gonna remove a lot of these guys in the next couple of days, but like they're not killing them or attacking them. Their fins are not being ripped or anything. You know, everything is good. Okay. Oh, there's a super chat. Who's super chatting? Leo, Echo Malik. So the mussels are chopped up into squares. So they should be good, right? They frozen ones you can buy at the local fish store. Okay, so I'm sorry I haven't been answering a lot of questions. And Leo, thank you for the super chat. But no, the one you get at the store that's chopped up, you want it to be fine squares. So like as small as you can get chopped. Like, you know, really dice it up. And don't put any fibers. That's the only reason you're dicing it up also, because the fibers is what can potentially hurt the animal. And the reason I'm saying this is because a few breeders have told me this also. The most recent one was Thomas, and he lost the L236 super white. So like, this is a person that has some of the most expensive fish that you can imagine. Like, these fish are like very rare. These are some of the nicest super whites you can ever see in Europe, and he never wants to show them to anybody. He's one of those people like super shy about it. You know, even when I try to get him on onto the videos here. But he lost one of them, a big one too, like about that big. And he said it had the fiber hanging out of his mouth. So you don't want to have that. So you want to cut it into really fine pieces. Maybe I would say slice it first and then chop it up both ways. And so like very small squares, like maybe 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters, not bigger than that. You know, so my eyes so itchy, guys and girls. I'm sorry, it's burning now. Ugh. I don't have an EpiPen. I'm good, Marcy. Yeah, even big ones, even with the Pseudocanthicus, and he had his L14 choke on one also previously, the lip, because he was lazy, he just ripped it with his mouth and a piece was left, and his female, it got stuck in his mouth. He had to put a tube down, put olive oil, get it out. A second time it got stuck, and then it died. So you can't have it happen and you lose your fish. Maritimes, yes, we can. Through Reptile Runner and Reptile Express. Reptile Runner is my friend's company. They're affiliated, so I do trust them a little bit more personally. The prices are a little bit better, also more affordable for bigger size boxes. With Reptile Express, the smaller boxes is probably a little bit cheaper. You still have to pay for the box and the heat pack and everything. They provide all that. So you can go to their websites, find out how much it is with your address. Send me a message. I will send you my zip code, postal code. When I say zip code, I go to the ministry and stuff. They think I'm American. They wouldn't renew my health card because the lady thought I sounded too American. I'm like, lady, I'm from Toronto. This how I sound like. She's like, but you said zip code. I'm like, yeah, I mean, postal code sounds a little, ancient. Like, come on, people, get with the program. Like, it's a zip code. It's a postal code. Like what does zip code mean? Like something, like from Mars? Maybe no. It's a postal code. But yeah, I'll send you my postal code or zip code, and you can figure out how much shipping is, and you can go from there. I've been winking a lot, eh? I'm a winker. I wink at people because I had to wear a mask and stuff at work. On men, women, dogs, I don't care. Wink. It's not a sexual thing. It's just a wink, Hugs are not sexual either. Like, I hug everyone. People hug. Okay, so at work, we're told not to hug, okay? But a lot of people that I know, men and women, when they see me, they want to hug me because I'm a loving, caring person. Like, in person, a lot more, Like, I'm pretty sure you guys probably think that through here also. Sometimes people think I'm a dick, but you know what I mean? I am. But, like, so I'm a hugger, right? Like, people love to hug me. It's not a sexual thing. I give good hugs, you know what I mean? Like, you have a sad day, I make it all feel better, baby. I don't care, you know what I mean? Men, women, whatever. So I'm giving hugs to people. So at work, they're like, yeah, no hugs. 6 feet apart, right? So I just haven't seen a lot of these people for like a year and a half, 2 years, and people just run up to me, my friends, who just give me hugs, right? And the assistant director would be like sitting there, like drilling his teeth, like, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, like, I'm vaccinated. They're vaccinated. We're doing all these protocols. What's the point? Like, what's good? I don't know. I like hugging. Hugging's awesome, Kisses too, like on the cheeks. My mom kissed me on my lips when we were kids, like all the time on my forehead. She'd be like grabbing us and mwah, mwah, mwah. My brother more than me. Once he was born, I got no love. She even told me he's her favorite child, which was kind of bad, but I kind of got over it, you know what I mean? He cute and shit. He chubby, a little bit thicker than me. Looked more like a ball, Pillsbury Doughboy when he was a baby. I look like a scrawny kid, so yeah, I get it. I get the allure, Everybody loved the Pillsbury Doughboy looking baby, the Gerber baby, you know what I mean? But I give good hugs, Bears Faces says I give good hugs. Yeah. Good, I'm glad. 100 likes. I know, guys and girls. Amazing. I love you guys. Are we? No, we're not on Father Fish this time. I got to make sure. I feel bad. I can't overstep boundaries. Shade Aquatics, welcome. She's like, go. I can't. I'm not gonna make you guys sit there. It's okay. It's a little itchy. I might wink a little, non-sexually. I wink at my male friends because we're wearing masks and we're walking by, like, wink, and they're like all like winking. The odd one be like, what, you just wink at me? I'm like, yeah, I winked at you. The gamers really like it. they definitely enjoy the winks. They're like, oh, he winked at me. I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm pretty comfortable with myself, I've been in orgies, all kinds of things. I lived, I'm 41 years old. I had my 20s, I had a phase, like Toronto's a crazy place. There's clubs where you can go to. You can go with your partner, and there's a place called Oasis Lounge. I don't know if it's still there, but they have a swimming pool and stuff. You can go there. Weekdays usually single people can go, but weekends there's days that you can only go with a female or male partner. So when you do that, I think it's only with the female partner. There's weird rules. It's crazy though. Like people naked in the pool, people having sex with each other. There's like all kinds of devices, all kinds of weird things. You know what I mean? I've been to like parties where like you have girls swinging from like these giant like swings and like they're like butt ass naked and it's crazy, you know. Toronto's a crazy place, you know. And I used to be a music producer. I still am. I'm producing a new track right now, but the artist I'm working with, she have a child and she's making wholesome music, you know, nothing too risque. But the song is quite sexy. I kind of find it pretty attractive and it's quite sexy song we're working on. But you know, it's nothing like my life when I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? I was a party animal. Canada is crazy. Toronto is crazy. I can't talk about the rest of Canada because once you leave the GTA city bounds, you go into weird places. Like, I don't know, if Michael's watching, I was in his neighborhood the other day. And, I mean, these guys have palaces out there. I was on this place called Gore Road. I'm not even joking, guys. These houses were big mega mansions, like 20 room houses. And each house is like, you know, 3 football fields apart from the other one, and the roads are all winding through and crazy ass neighborhood, and you had to like drive through like a 2-lane road to get there, and it was like an hour away from my city, and it's close to where like Michael lives. I was there the other day. I had to go for a COVID test again. It's crazy. Yeah, it was there 2 years ago. It was there 2 years ago. I was there 2 years ago, I think. I love that place. It's fun, you know. It's nice. Like I like people. I like going places. I mean, I've been to parties. It's all about consent, right? Like there was my friend. He took me to this party one time, SM party, right? And it was hilarious. And it was like, yo, like there's all kinds of freaky people, right? And there was this chick, full bald head. Like, she was so sexy though, right? Full bald head. Like I mean, full bald head, no hair, like clean shaved, right? And shiny, you know. And I wanted to rub her head, right? My boy was like, "Nah, bro." I went up to her. I said, "Yo, like I really like you. You're awesome. I want to rub your head." And she said, "Yeah, totally." Like, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting there on the couch rubbing this woman's head for like 20 minutes, and she was just having the time of her life. I was too. Like I was high on whatever I was on, and I was having the time of my life. You know what I mean? Playing with her bald head, and it was awesome. You know what I mean? My friends were like super impressed. uh, I mean, here's the thing. I don't have malicious intents. You know what I mean? I'm a very like sexual person. I gotta be honest about that. But at the same time, it's not like my primary focus in life. So it's like, I like fun. I'm a happy person. I just talk to people, you know, do whatever. Hell, you know, like I don't care. If you're cool, I'm cool. This is what we want to do, then we're doing it. You know what I mean? I'm very easily convinced, you know. So like, I have friends that are like bad influences and stuff, and the reason they're bad influences is because I'm easily influenced, you know. So, and that's probably why I have problems with drugs and stuff. So it's quite normal, you know, and still have, you know, issues with type of things, you know. Where like, I like stimulants, you know. I enjoy them. I complain like life is good and I'm not gonna live forever, but until I do, I want to live happy, you know. So I enjoy myself, you know. And if somebody else wants to enjoy me, then totally allowed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Within limits, obviously, you know. But yeah, totally. You know, we figure out what the limits are and then we play. You know, Molly is a hell of a drug. Yeah, and it hurts when it goes up your nose. I'll tell you that. It's not as advisable. So let's get into fish. You know, that's why I started doing more aquariums, because I figured, you know, I wanna live my life to the fullest, and I wanna have things that I always wanna have. I always want Cephal Plecos, so I wanna get Cephal Plecos. You know what I mean? Instead of doing stupid things and partying and going to like, you know, all these idiot things, spending all my money, I'd rather do this, you know? So that's why I'm doing that now. And I'm sitting at home drinking wine with you guys on my Friday night. Cheers. So this is the reality of it, you know? We have to like accept ourselves for who we are, you know what I mean? I've accepted myself, and if somebody else wants to accept me, that's cool. If you guys are accepting me, that's why for you guys still sitting here watching me talking smack, you know. Thank you, Mr. Gromby. All the new people, thank you. Welcome. I'm good, Hugo. move them into my own tank. So Nonstop wants to know, depends on the fry. With blue rams, I'm assuming, because we were talking about that earlier, and he's been successful with getting the fry. You would probably want to move them before the parents eat them. So depending on the parents, some parents start eating them as soon as they start swimming, because they get kind of spooked initially at least, and they're like, okay, we don't want you to move, go back to where you are. And they keep moving, they're like, okay, die, and they eat them, you know. So you gotta move them before that. So you keep an eye for that, out for that. But if they are okay with them swimming, which some of them should be, then you can move them when they're at about a week. So you know, once they're eating brine shrimp, if you were to ask Michael, he would say once you start seeing the pink in the belly, which means once they're eating live baby brine shrimp. That's the real deal. Is these animals need microfood when they're small, and it's difficult to feed them in containers, especially if you have a busy schedule. So you want to have like vinegar eels and microworms and paramecium and stuff like that, and have them ready, and feed them that stuff, periodically into the tank throughout the day, and get them going, and then feed the live baby brine shrimp on day 7 or so, or 5 to 7, which is what Michael was telling me last night. And we talk on the phone actually, because he's my friend. And he said that once you start seeing the pink in the belly is when you remove them. So pink in the belly. Once you start seeing the same with angelfish, I like to get them out. I actually now leave them in the tank until the parents lay the eggs, and I reduce feeding to the parents until I'm ready to take the fry out, which is at about 3 weeks. I want them to breed at every 3 weeks instead of every 10 days, because I want them to kind of get a better break through the winter, and also it makes it easier for me to raise fry when I'm working, because they do better in the tank for me. What's going on, Dope Chef Cookies? Killing it with those fish. Why not expand and train people, have a staff? Thank you, and I'm planning to. So here's the deal, guys. So there's 31 of you guys on right now too, so I'm gonna tell you guys a real deal too, okay? Something happened the last couple of days ago. I've been talking to a few of my friends about this. Mark Mac, welcome. And basically, my friend Kim, who owns Dragon King Aquarium, asked me to rent the store from her. She owns the store, and she said, I'll rent it to you. So if you guys are interested in me getting a retail store, and if we can convince Playco Fever and Jason from the Six Aquatics to go in on it, and also potentially Fish Easy from Fish Easy Michael, because we need his blue rams and hopefully soon black rams, we can have a nice store in Toronto, in a central location, in the heart of like New Chinatown, essentially, next to Pacific Mall. So it's a newly developing neighborhood. It's going to be awesome. It's going to blow up that whole neighborhood. It's going to be a lot of traffic, and you guys can easily get there. There's Kennedy Road, there's Steeles, there's Highway 7 going across, really close by. So you know what I mean? We can get the store. I just don't want to jump into it without the support of everybody. If there's something you guys want, we can do it. And so we would be like, figuring out how we can all come together and make that happen. And it would be like a real cooperative situation between several breeders and importers, bringing in their fish, putting in their time a couple of days a week. So we all have our own lives outside of the store, but we all get to sell our fish at the store and make profit, and also make them available to all of you guys and girls all across Canada and the US, potentially. So this is the plan. I've talked to both Jason and Herrera about this briefly. Both of them seemed open to the idea. And I haven't talked to Michael yet. I've been calling him all day today. He hasn't picked up. He's been busy, I guess, at work. Yeah, like a co-op, but not like the co-op. An actual co-op. Not like, where I'm the only person profiting from it and everybody else is just like, they are doing the work and not getting anything. But like a real co-op, we all have our own little things. I mean, even Fish Easy, even Playco Fever has a channel, so, and the Six Aquatics. Jason has a website which I always put on my description, and you guys go buy fish from him. So I send him a lot of business that way. So we're always helping each other out. You know, I'm buying fish from Michael. I make a little bit of profit. He's happy. I'm happy. He's selling a lot of fish through me. I'm always talking about him, sending him business. At least trying to, because it's so crazy when you send people, they never call. But oh no, I know. I figured 136 is a lot to catch and bag. I'm gonna give you some work for Monday if you're free. I need 100 on Monday. I'm gonna come to do a COVID test in Oakville, so I can just drive over and pick them up if you're free. But yeah, call me and we'll talk about it. But yeah, like World Aquarium Singapore says, hello, 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 welcome. And we are gonna stop in 15 more minutes, so please comment and let me know if you have questions, if I missed them and stuff earlier. I'm so sorry. I've been rambling today. Katie said one day should be fun, one day should be all questions, but today this was like just had to be like more about fun, but usually like I get to all the questions too. Okay, so Ethan, right, welcome, and he wants to know, ADHD said, no, I did not see your comment in the video reaction. No, I did not. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I was really tired this morning when I didn't see the video. Okay, I only watched it like once or twice. I think I only watched it like once. The second time was just like really briefly, just to like prepare for this. Have you considered breeding Duringalanus? Okay, Duringalanus. I hope I didn't. I butchered it. I'm sorry. Centromoculus Paraguay. I'm sorry I butchered the names, but I don't even know what they are. I'm considering some type of catfish, and no, I have not heard about them, but they sound awesome, so I'm probably gonna go research them after I'm done the live stream. I was asked to read the questions out loud by some of you guys and girls, because when you're watching the replay, my replay crew, comment below and let me know. I need to know. I got a lot of you guys commenting, which is great. My replay crew, hashtag, you know, I love you guys. I did that earlier. I've been reacting for like an hour. I missed so many comments. I loved it. It was great. You know, he was really I'm really happy he did that. Really grateful. He sent me like 1,000 subscribers on top of the 5,000 I got from the Vice video so far. So I'm at like almost, I think like close to 9,000 maybe. Like it's doing really well. Like, I mean, it's gonna hit 10,000 soon. My friend was a little jealous when I told her today. I was on the phone with her talking about it, and I was like, she was like, oh, you just called me to gloat about it. I'm like, no, I'm just telling you because it just happened, god damn it. I know, right? Like, it's crazy. I love how the time zones work, because the world is round, I guess, or elliptical, or whatever. I don't know, like an egg shaped or whatever it is. So it's fun, you know. I love it. No, I mean, he has to do it. That's his channel. Like, a lot of the videos in there, he's talking smack about other people's spending habits, which is why I love it. I watch his videos. Okay, so when I come home from work and I just want to relax, this is one of the channels I just watch to just entertain myself. His channel, Fox News sometimes, you know, Tucker Carlson. But I do like him sometimes because he does, like, you gotta watch all these perspectives. You can't just watch CNN and get all your news from that, you know what I mean? So you gotta watch all these different things. And I like watching Graham Stephen simply because he's like a smart guy when it comes to spending your money. Like, you know, like his latest videos on Dogecoin and stuff, like people made money on that video. Like he did good. I respect that. You know what I mean? Like his videos, initial stuff on his channel before he got famous, which is when I was watching him a lot, was on investing on houses and other people's investments, how they make money from rentals, you know, rental houses, buying new rentals, all that type of stuff. Like, super cool, you know what I mean? So guys a little aggressive is great. I love people like that. A-type personality, similar to mine. You know, I'm a little aggressive when it comes down to it. Like, I can tone it down when I want to, because I'm a good actor, but in reality, in real life, I'm a little intense, you know? My ex-girlfriends will tell you. Up in the morning, I run this person with chicken cut with his head cut off, you know what I mean? Like a million miles an hour. Like, You guys probably remember watching the live stream recently about a couple of weeks ago when I had to like be sober to go pick up my fish, and I was like all over the map, you know. So that's me, normal, um, and so you know, like I love people that are like that, you know, a little intense, and so like it was good, like and he did good. I like what he did, you know. And like I said, if he wants to clean my kitchen, he's totally welcome to send somebody over or come over in a French maid outfit. I'm not discriminating against people. It's 2021. Everybody's sexy. He can be sexy in a French maid outfit too. You know what I mean? I'm allowed to make fun of him, just like he's allowed to make fun of me. And if he wants to make a follow-up, that's cool too. But yeah, no, that's fine, you know. My kitchen is much dirtier than it was on the Vice TV day because I've been working all the last few weeks and I'm just trying to catch up on water changes, let alone kitchen cleaning. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Ship gangs. I know. That's crazy. It's been like that. Lately, I just go on my computer and like I came home from work the other day and I was bored and I was like, yo, like let me see how many subs I have. And I go on the live count, it shows like a live thing. This thing is like going skyrocketing and all of a sudden it's like a clock, you know, every few seconds it takes a few, you know. So I'm sitting there drinking booze, smoking a J, you know, like watching this going up, you know, like rolling up like a ticker. And I'm like, whoa, this is insane, you know. I was telling Thomas this morning. Thomas is like, we're on FaceTime. We're like, yo, this is insane. This is insane. I love it. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. I'm not hating it. It's all good. And my friends and some other people on my channel, like people I don't personally know, but they're on my Facebook and stuff. They message and, you know, they contact me and whatever. They're like, yo, don't go off on him. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to go off on him. Why can't I go off on him? Sometimes it's okay, you know? It's all fun. Like we're not trying to hurt people. He has a thick skin. I have a thick skin. If you don't have a thick skin, you can't do this. You know what I mean? You need to have a thick skin. Like you can't be all sensitive like the king of DIY there. Like, you know, so, like the chat gets a little weird because he's going a little off and he goes off on one person on the chat. That's not okay. You know what I mean? I can go off on another YouTuber or he can make fun of my video. I can make fun of him making fun of my video. That's completely okay. I can make fun of King of DIY. That's okay. But I should not make fun of one of you guys if, you know, if things get heated. Like if the worst thing that I'm going to do is say mute, bye, done. Right? That has happened. You know what I mean? Usually not because somebody's going off, because they're like just being childish, right? But, you know, that's not okay. That's where, like, as a person, like what Katie would call to me now, like a YouTuber. I hate that word, you know, but like a person that has some type of influence in society, a person that other people listen to or watch, you know, whatever. It's not okay to pick at individuals or groups of people based on whatever discriminatory, you know, like whatever, like say, like if I was making fun of like other people, like when I'm making fun of brown people or accents, that's okay because that's a joke. You know what I mean? Or if I'm making a joke about, you know, like me winking at my gay friend at work. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on. Like, I have gay friends. I hang out with them. I'm friends with them. Some of my coworkers are gay as fuck. You know what I mean? And I love them. So, like, you know, me making a joke about it, say me winking, I winked at him, and I'm pretty sure he felt good about it. That's okay. I'm not hating on him. I'm not trying to hurt him or anything like that. You know, it's just a joke. It's fine. You know, they probably find it, you know, very attractive that I even have time to talk about it. Like you know, I don't want to get into details. I've had some conversations with some of my friends where I'm just kind of sitting there thinking, I wonder what you think about when you're at home doing whatever it is that you're doing by yourself. You know what I mean? And that's quite flattering also. Like, I mean, come on, if people find you attractive, that's flattering. I'm an attractive human being. The guy was like sitting there making fun of my back of my head and saying, he's an attractive dude. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you got it, bro. You know, like, and he's not gay. Like, he's just saying I'm a good-looking guy. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. I'm a good-looking guy. You know? It's good. It's the Matrix, man. Okay, here's a joke, okay? Here's a joke that I do at work that I get in trouble for, okay? Not by, like, the joke itself, but by making all the girls and boys around me laugh. Okay? Everybody that hears this joke dies laughing every time because a part of so like I do like extra work like background whatever. So when I do that, you're supposed to like react to things but not verbally say anything. The minute you say stuff, when I say stuff, I get paid more. I'm a union actor, so like if I even make a sound, they gotta pay me more. So they gotta tell me I gotta mime the entire time. So I'm good at miming, right? That's why my hands always do a lot of work, in these stuffs too. So anywho's, I'm there, and so we're like doing our thing, and I'm there with this pretty girl. She's like there, whatever, and then she's like, yeah, nod and shake, right? I'm like, yep, nod and shake, right? And then everybody around it start bust out laughing because there are people that when they're doing this, they do this, right? So like I have a friend actually. We have a mutual friend. That's if he's watching, you probably know who exactly I'm talking. I'm not gonna call him out, but like when he talks to you, he's like the whole time. The head's like a bobblehead, right? So I love it. I make fun of him, and everybody else makes fun of him. But at the same time, it's not like we're making fun of him in like a mean way. You know what I mean? I'm brown too. Like my mom does this weird thing too. My cousin sometimes does this too. It's okay. I still love you. I am not mad. He won't be either, but my neck hurts, so I'm not gonna do that anymore, okay? ADHD. No, you know what though? Here's the thing. We all have moments, okay? This is something we all have to recognize. People put like, YouTubers, whatever, like Joey, for example, in such a pedestal. And there's nothing wrong with that to an extent because he is an accomplished fish keeper and I really respect him for that. I'm a subscriber to his channel. There was a point where I was a little disappointed, but I didn't unsubscribe because I'm not one of those people that give up on people because they disappoint me. I have friends that are completely opposite of what I think of certain subjects. Like I have friends that are Democrats, Republicans, centrists, you know what I mean? Like libertarians. A lot of my friends are libertarians. I have friends that are liberals, New Democrats. I have Green Party friends. Shit, I even like Maxine Bernier. Me and Maxine Bernier jive. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of the most extreme like politicians in Canada. I jive with that guy. I believe when he says Canada first. Okay? I believe in all kinds of people. You know what I mean? So it did not bother me to the point of like cutting his videos off and not watching him because a lot of people did that. I'm not that person. I don't delete people from Facebook. If they want to delete themselves because I'm too intense, go ahead. Because sometimes I go off on them too. I'm a crazy person. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Everybody's crazy. You know what I mean? We all have our problems. But at the same time, he's had a bad day that day. And at the same time, he needs to understand what he does matters. You know what I mean? Just like I'm making this comment about him, because he's another person, the celebrity actually, unlike myself. I'm just a small time channel, like not even 10,000 subs yet. And even at 10,000, it's not a big deal to the point where like YouTube's gonna be like, hoo-ha, whatever, right? Like I'm gonna get a certificate saying, hey, you got 10,000, Like not a plaque or anything. I want that. I want the plaque, God willing. But my point is, Joey needs to understand, and so many others also, that how we interact with the subscribers or the other people that are watching, because you don't know what their state of mind is. Like I can even make fun jokes with like maybe Josh or Jonathan, Nonstop Aquatics, because we're friends. I actually am friends with him. I talk to him almost several times a day actually. I was gonna say almost every day, but like he actually sends me a message at least once an hour sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes more. So we talk quite a bit. He has a lot of questions, and he's a member, and that's a part of the agreement. But beyond that, we're friends. Same with Leo. Leo messages me, sends me Ozzy Soto. He's not even a member, and he sends me all these questions. I answer him. So like there's a few people that I'm friends with that I can kind of like, me and Katie can joke about certain things. I've known her since we were like, very young, or whatever. But that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go off on a random person. That's just gonna go off on my channel. That's wrong. It doesn't matter how drunk I am. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. I shouldn't be drunk. if I'm doing this. Right now, I'm like, I had what, like a half a glass of wine? Not even. Like, look, my glass is still like there. It was that full when I started. So like, I'm not drunk, you know, I'm not even tipsy. I'm just joking around, right? So that's where they need to start to learn to draw the line and be kind of more sensible. But having said that, everybody has bad days. Doesn't mean that we have to disregard people. Like, I mean, I know people that don't talk to their family members because of political ideologies. That's wrong. I don't support that. You know what I mean? If it's your brother or sister, I don't talk to my brother. It's not because of our political views. It's because we just dicks to each other. You know what I mean? Eventually we'll work it out. We'll probably fight one day, beat each other up, and we'll be friends again. But until that point, we're not talking to each other. You know what I mean? We'll probably be at our parents' funeral, one of our parents' funerals. We'll probably beat each other up, and we'll be okay after that point. But, you know, we need to have that either conversation or beat each other up. Whatever it is, right? Until that, it's not coming together. But it's not because he voted for whoever or didn't vote for whoever, or he's getting the vaccine or not getting the vaccine. None of that. Those things shouldn't matter in this type of relationships. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. And Leo, yes. Oh my god. 110 likes. I love you guys. Somebody says it's Pakistani. Welcome. Glad you're watching all over the world. Wherever you're from, I love you. I'm gonna make fun of you sometimes. I make fun of my Australian friends. I make fun of myself. Okay? I mean, these guys made fun of me and I'm making fun of that now. It's all good. It's all, we need to have humor. We need to learn to laugh at ourselves. Sometimes I spill water or do something really stupid, you know, like, you know, whatever, like the dumbest thing in the world. And I sit there and I laugh at myself and I'm like, you idiot. You know, look what you did. You know, and I laugh at myself. It's good. It's okay. You know. Yes, channel members can DM me on Facebook. Also send Katie a message through her email. Channel members can DM me anytime, any day. If I'm sleeping, obviously not gonna get a response. If I'm at work, I will probably respond during my break, so when I have time. And when I'm off and I'm at home and I'm doing fish stuff, I'm always responding because I love helping you guys, especially if you have problems. And I have a lot of channel members, you know, almost 30, probably more now. It's growing pretty fast. There's more today. Thank you so much, everybody. I love all of you guys. It really helps me out. Let's go over to Father Fish and let him know we all came from Aqua Malik. Make him feel really good, and you know, make it all happen. Thank you, Leo. Good. You know, you have to laugh at yourself. If you don't, you know, when other people laugh at you, you're gonna get offended. You know what I mean? People laugh at funny things. When things are funny, people laugh. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with people laughing. People laugh because it makes them feel good. Whatever it is that they see makes them feel good to whatever reason, and that's why they're laughing. It's nothing wrong with that, you know, unless they're making fun of a particular disability or a minority group and then they're targeting them. That's wrong. You know what I mean? But like, you know, I have Jewish friends, like a lot of the girls I date because I live in a Jewish neighborhood. You know, like I've dated quite a bit of Jewish girls, and sometimes the things they say, I'm sitting there like, oh my God, y'all crazy. But it's good, you know what I mean? Because it makes it okay. You know, it's not okay to discriminate, but it's okay to, like, you know, make fun of yourself sometimes. Look at your own quirks and say, you know, like, this is okay. I'm like this. You know, I'm a crazy person. I'm a crazy fish keeper. It's okay. My kitchen is dirty. And Graham Steven wants to put a maid outfit and come clean it. He should laugh at that because that's funny. You know, because I'm making fun of him. He shouldn't get offended at that because I think it's bloody hilarious. You know, I wish I knew the Photoshop skills to take his picture and put a maid outfit on it to make it onto this thing, but I don't have that kind of Photoshop skills. Well, I kind of do, but I don't really want to waste my time trying to figure out exactly what to do with new Photoshop. I don't own a copy of Photoshop, and I don't want to call my ex-girlfriend and beg her to do that. So that's why that's not there. Otherwise, I would do that. Put his face on. You know what I mean? That'd be bloody hilarious. It'd be a lot more people watching. Instead of 112 likes, it would have like 300 likes. Huh? Laughter is good. Let's laugh. And thank you, ADHD, for your super chat. I love you. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you guys. All my channel members. every single one of you guys. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time going through because I don't want to take up Father Fish's time. I love each and every one of you guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. We'll have more fun. I'll answer more questions on Sunday. Please crack the whip. If I'm not answering questions, I'm going off. Just start yelling and screaming. Not too much though. Okay. Don't yell and scream because you don't want the other moderators to get upset. But just next Sunday we'll do more question answer type of thing. Friday's more fun if I'm doing it because we want to have fun. This should be a fun hobby. This is an enjoyable hobby. My fish bred, they're trying to attack these guys. I'm sitting here, playing referee. When I'm watching and making sure they're not killing them, they're not hurting them. Everything is good because there's so many of these guys. The aggression is reduced, so that's a good thing. I will make a video on lion breeding. We got more lions coming in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. Thank you for all the people that came over from all over the world, from all these various sources, including Graham Stevenson. Thank you for that video also, which I'm pretty grateful for, which I am still going to make fun of, which is fine. Okay, the two things are not mutually exclusive, just like getting vaccinated and questioning if it is safe. You know what I mean? The two things are not mutually exclusive. I can still question my decision. That's what being a free human being is. I'm not a slave. I am a free human being, hopefully still living in a bloody free country. So I should be able to ask bloody questions. I should be able to say, let's go Brandon, if that's what I feel like saying. I'm not saying let's go Brandon, but I should be able to. Do you know what I mean? It's a bloody free country. And nobody should censor anybody else's speech or anything like that. We should be able to have fun with our lives and experience and express ourselves to the fullest, So hopefully we can do that. I love you guys. God bless you. And let's go Brandon. And email Boondocks Threads. Now I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. Watch. You guys are going to pay tax money for them to watch me because I just said, let's go Brandon. The world we live in today. And Malik, you got yourself on the watch list. Good job, buddy. I was trying really hard not to say it, but I had to say it just because I feel like I love that guy Brandon. Amen, brother. Amen, bro. I love you. I love each and every one of you guys. God bless you. And let's go Brandon.